is a duty in marriage.
No, that's why I said they want the woman to satisfy his sexual needs.
Pleasure.
Okay. So no, yes.
Yes.
What about Yes. Because I would say, like, if he's marrying you, he's protecting and providing. Why would you not give him sex? Do you show up to your job when you don't feel like it?
Yes.
Being a wife is a job. That's your job. Just do it because, even when you don't feel like it.
So may I ask a question then? You're a man, you're a provider. I want this, so you go get it for me. Because you're a man. You know what a woman wants. Provide that for me and that's it.
Provide
You're
what?
The moment you provide me what I want. I want a bigger house. I want a bigger car. I want a bigger everything.
Wait. I'm actually...
But you're a provider. When you're married, you are my man. Provide for me.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what modern women do. Actually, one of the number one indicators that a woman is going to leave is if she starts to out-earn her man. And even when you're talking about, like, education, like, or they out-educate their man, like, that's a very similar story that I hear often. So you're actually kind of correct. Women do that constantly. And so when a man has the same standard, it's somehow like women get mad.
Exactly. So if that is the case, then we can't complain about either side. You're a provider, you do what the woman wants. A lot of men will say that it's entitlement. Well, then if you're demanding for your woman to even have sex with you she's not in the mood, that's entitlement
Men don't mind providing for women that deserve it.
Well, then a woman doesn't mind
100%.
opening her legs for a man that deserves it. If you act right, you'll get everything. Oh, definitely.
So why are you getting into a relationship with someone that don't deserve it then?
Because you don't always know who you're getting with.
Okay, now you're waffling.
I think submission is understanding somebody else's strengths. So if you are a man and you're telling me, babe, I need to go and get this job and you're going to have to do this because this is the plan and this is what you need to do. I guess I would submit in that position because your planning is what you do best. That's your skill. That's what you do. If we're now in the house and you're trying to tell me how is the best way for us to spend money in the house when I run the home, then I'm not going to submit to you trying to tell me that, because actually you need to respect my role and I respect yours. I believe that's what submission is. Submission is when you understand that in respect somebody else's position being in that situation specifically ahead of yours.
Do you think of yourself as a submissive person?
Listen, I dated a Nigerian for 5 years. I know what submission is. And yes, I am submissive if it makes sense. I don't submit just for the sake of things. And when things don't make sense, I actually am able to communicate clearly and maturely enough to explain why this doesn't make sense.
Do you think you give off submissive energy?
But that's not the point. And this is the thing. What I feel like is my strength and power as a woman is actually a filter that I feel gets the right people around me. Because when you get to know me, you understand that what I'm doing is to test people, because I need to know that the man that I'm getting with is emotionally mature enough to understand that I can be a powerful woman, but I can also be a feminine woman that can take care of a man and nurture him.
I can ask you a question. Are you single?
I am, of course.
Okay,
I
that's
am.
why.
No, it's not. Do you know why I'm single? Because I was in an abusive relationship for 5 years. And I finally decided to leave and say, actually, do you know what? This man, I'm giving everything that I can. I become a robot for this person. He didn't value me.
Did you file a police report?
I never did, because I thought I was protecting him, because I loved him.
So why didn't you file when you left?
I didn't file because I don't need to. He's a black man. I'd rather protect him in that way and just walk away from the situation and say, do you know what? The universe will deal with you. I don't need to put further.
But earlier on, you said that the reason why you're single is because you were a powerful woman and he couldn't help your dreams or whatever it is you said.
No.
And now you're saying you left because he was abusive.
I'll explain to you.
So which one is it?
I have my own power as a woman.
And what power is that?
My power is the power of femininity, the power of being able to speak intelligently, but quite simply, without having to prove points all the time.
Yeah, but men don't give a shit if you're intelligent.
But the thing is, I don't.
They
really,
just care if you're cooperative, submissive,
but let me
and
tell
you're
you
nurturing.
Let me tell you something. Before I am with a man, I am myself. If I have a career, if I have my own dreams in life, I don't expect to have to give all that up because I have a man at home and I have to be submissive. I am powerful in who I am, but I can also be a woman that is in a relationship and can be happy. I don't need to be showing my power and dick measuring with my husband. That's stupid.
So let's say, for example, you get with a guy that's a 1%. Maybe Drake or Future or any of that. And he said, I want you to quit your job. Are you going to quit your job?
The thing is,
if he provides,
it depends on the alternative. It depends on the alternative. Because
answer the question.
It depends on the alternative. I can't just tell you because Future and Drake, what are they going to offer
okay,
me?
Let's say a guy that's 1%.
Maybe mother drama.
Maybe let's say.
a little drama.
If he says to me, babe, listen.
Okay, this is a guy that you want to be with. He has the quality. Like, this is the guy. I don't know what the guy is to you, but like, we don't need to make it complicated. It's not Future. It's not Drake. It's just whatever your dream guy is. He says, quit your job. Yes or no?
I'll be like, what do you want me to do then?
I
Because
would.
I'll get bored at home. I'm not gonna lie. I've got
Do you know what's so funny?
okay, but
is that
this-
you
but
think
this-
you're submissive.
Yeah,
It's amazing
yeah,
that you
that's
think
not-
you're
that's not
submissive.
No,
That's
You're a
not
masculine
submi-
woman,
no,
bro,
no,
that
no.
wants a
This is-
guy
this
to
is
be
what-
on your
here,
own
here,
terms.
What sense does it make?
Let me just explain it to you. Okay, because that's your boss. Like submission is looking at that man like he is your boss.
But
and
he's
so
not my boss.
and so, but that's because you're not submissive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I googled the definition of submissive. It's the action of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person. So it's you're giving the man authority to tell you to quit your job,
but
and you
not
listen.
over everything. That's the whole point. It needs to be selective because.
That's the
That's
problem.
not submission.
That's the problem.
But you want the total submission, where total submission does not make sense because it's not every single time that a man's decision to tell you to do something is going to be right. The moment you start accepting to be submissive over things that don't make sense, you're going to
Okay.
lose yourself.
Yeah,
and
but the
you're
things
gonna
that
be happy.
don't make
but the
sense,
thing is,
you don't have to do that. But the stuff that do make sense,
So you telling me to quit my job without giving me an alternative of what I'm going to do
Okay,
doesn't make
this is-
sense.
what
So
do
I'll
you
say,
mean
what do you want me
alternative?
to
You're
do?
gonna stay home and
This
take
is-
care
And
of
do
the
what?
kids.
And do what?
This
So
is-
the
this
what?
is-
Sorry?
this is-
1 second,
this is-
Pearl,
this
go
is-
on.
This is how it would be, okay? It's trusting his judgment. So you saying, oh, well, it depends on all these factors, da-da-da. Submission is saying, you know what? I know you're a good man. I picked you. I trust your judgment. You pick your boss.
Okay.
You pick who you're going to submit to. So, but when you're coming in and saying, well, I need to know all the details, da-da-da-da-da-da, that's not submissive.
It's not necessarily about
If a
knowing
man
the
says to you,
details.
right, listen, at 8 o'clock, I'm coming to pick you up. Put on your best dress and your best shoes. Don't worry about it. I got you. What are you going to do?
Cool. So when
Are you
I'm-
going to be like, yeah, but where are we going?
No.
What we doing? Who are we going to be with?
So listen to this.
How did we do it?
No,
That's
look-
what. That's what. Hang
and
on.
look
That's
at
what
the-
it sounds like you're
Hold on, but
going to
don't
do.
you
So
think it's a
hang on.
bit
One
different?
second. One
Wait.
second. Because
That's no different.
because
Wait, it's not
this is the
different.
thing. Because when a man does that, he's actually doing it to see what you're like.